Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to my channel. I am Mrs. Pixel. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon. Sorry, it's been kind of an emotional day for me today, so I'm just kind of a little out of it. So I figured I'd just come on here and work on some diamond art, make some more progress on this, and I'm on my own, so here's to me hopefully figuring this out myself. So anyway, so we're gonna start working on this here square and chat and see how the day was for everybody else or the weekend. Oh my goodness. I think I need a new blade. I feel like this one is getting a little dull. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it feels like it's definitely getting a little. Come on, come on. All right. Get our handy dandy little pencil on. And that's about as good as we're gonna get. All right. I do apologize for a little bit of a scratchy voice. Like I said, it was a kind of a rough day, so my sinuses are kind of draining all over the place. All right, let's make some more progress on this thing because I know we have all of my canvases that I've previously ordered are now in, and I am excited to work on them. So I'm hoping to get this one wrapped up relatively quickly so that way um, we can move on to these other ones. Not that I try to hurry up and finish a project, it's just that sometimes um, I'm gonna say, I don't know, sometimes you get more excited about a different one and you just want to kind of get to that one as soon as possible. So that's kind of more of where I'm at. There's one more over here. So we finally are having some lovely weather here. It's been nice out. Some threatening clouds here and there, like it's going to downpour, but hasn't. At least not rain. Definitely pollen. Pollen pouring from the trees. The cars are all yellow. It's the time of year where you're gonna wash your car like every day. So that stinks, you know. Especially when you have a white car like me. I know, my bad for getting a white car, but I always wanted a white car. I don't know why, and I finally got one, and well, you know. I have about a bazillion things to say, and I don't even know where to begin. The weekend pretty much went by in a chaotic blur. Came and went so fast. A lot of high emotions, a lot of fun, you know, a lot of family stuff. Yeah, I guess I don't sound quite as chipper as I usually do, but I'll get there. Coming straight from the heart. Oh, give it to me straight from the heart. Tell me we can make another start. Oh, yes, and please do not mind my naked nails again. I took off my nail polish, did not have time to put any new one on. And that stuff was so stubborn to take off, it just would not come off for the life of me. So I decided to let my nails just breathe for today, put on some cuticle oil, and called it done on that one for today anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One more start. You know I'll never go. Long as I know, coming straight from the heart. Alrighty then. Yeah, like I said, I sound a little sinuses between all the pollen falling and, you know, random stuff. Just ugh, I sound worse than I feel. Believe it or not, you know, it's the unfortunate side effect of having allergies. Tell me we can make one more start. So, you know, I don't know how many people are on here or anything like that, or who've heard the stories and stuff like that. But, you know, my daughter, my oldest, had joined the Air Force, and today she left. And so it was kind of an emotional day for me because she's never left home for this long, and the no contact. um I don't know, it's a little hard for me to do. I'm always knowing where my kids are, and so it's a little bit much for me today. So I, I I don't know, but I'm happy for her, and I'm proud that she's doing what she wants to do, and that she's got direction and stuff like that. But it's hard for me as the parent right now, so to digest and get through. But I know I will. I know it'll be all right, and I know she'll be all right. So I'm just going to go back to what I always do to help calm me down, which is diamond art, which, I love. And I mean, it's only for a short amount of time, the no contact thing. Then after that, it'll be a lot better. I hate the idea of no contact. I mean, you're allowed to send letters, um, but everybody knows how wonderful our postal system is and how long it takes to get anything. So, but I will be sending her letters just because. So until then, we're just chilling out, like I said, working on this. We had a huge family surprise party for her this weekend, so that was really nice, and she was not expecting it. And then we went to this huge arcade near us the next day, and we played games like a good portion of the day. So, I mean, we did some stuff before she left, which was nice, some family stuff. And the little one is, my littlest is the one that, trying to make sure she's okay with everything. She's used to having her big sister around, so it's different for her. Oh gosh, being a parent. Wow. Who knew? But I will try not to get into too much more heavy stuff about that tonight. So anyway, no, I don't want to do this one. I don't know why I grabbed that one. That's our major. Number 4 is our color blocker. So I'm gonna wait on that one. Let's get some of these other ones done first. Let's see. I watched the new. My daughter asked me to watch the new Mean Girls movie, the new one that came out. I don't know what to think of it. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't fantastic. I mean, I totally prefer the one with Lindsay Lohan any day. But I mean, I wouldn't say it was bad. It was all right. And that's unusual coming from me, because actually that's not even, I mean, I don't even know how much I really care for that movie, to be honest with you. um but I did watch it with them, and I don't know why they decided to make it a musical, though. Like, I understand the Broadway is a musical. Okay, fine, I get it. But why did they make the movie, redo the movie as a musical? Are they just trying to jump onto everything else that's um going on, like all the musicals and stuff like that that are seem to be branching out? It could be. I think it would have been much better as just a regular movie, though. If you're going to do the remake, you should have just done it as a remake and not a musical necessarily. I don't know. That's just my opinion at this moment. I reserve the right to change my mind at any point in time. And this looks awfully washed out. Unfortunately, I don't know how to fix that right now because um, my helper is not here. So, like I said, I'm on my own tonight for working on this, at least for now. And I am nowhere near as tech savvy as he is. So, you'll have to bear with me in changing camera positions and all that stuff like that. He told me how to do it, he showed me how to do it. So, it'll be all right. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Let's see. My eyes are playing goofiness on me. I didn't have to work today, so they're like, they enjoyed the little nap I had this afternoon. Another one up here. I think I think this almost needs to be slightly brighter, but I don't want to mess around with the settings. Let beauty come out of ashes. So, wow, I really do sound like a grizzly bear. That's so sad. Ugh, I don't normally sound this bad. That is the one thing I am definitely looking forward to. I cannot wait to see the new Deadpool movie. Big time. I am just trying to figure out how everything is going to go together. Like there's so many questions from the preview, and I get that it's different, um obviously a different universe from the multiverse and stuff like that, and but I don't know. I'm curious. I didn't read the comics, so I don't know if that's where we're at, or, if the comics tell you, or if they've just kind of gone a little bit out on their own now. Let's see. 777. I don't think we have any eights either. Oh, I missed some sixes though. Big surprise. Why would I not miss the sixes? There we go. I waited a long month. She finally set him free. I couldn't lie. He was the only one for me. She got it out on me, but I wear the biggest smile. As I got it where I want it now. And if you could, then you know you would. So yes. So when we went to our candy store a couple weeks ago, I had to get some of these. I love these things. Let me see if I can find the camera. They're like little cans of fizzy candy. So this is like fizzy lemon lime. They're so good. They look like a little, not quite like a Tic Tac, And they're just so, like, you put them in your mouth and they're super fizzy, but they have that like pop flavor, but it's like real intense. I love fizzy candy. So whenever we go up there, I always buy those. And then they come in a pack of 6, but I brought down the grape and um the lemon lime one. They also have cola and orange. Oh, they're so good. I don't know why I like fizzy candy so much. I just do. Probably why I'm a popaholic, because I like the fizz. Um, yeah, some of that. Trying to get through some of the tons of candy that we we bought. Oh my gosh, we shouldn't have bought as much as we did, but we did. So I was gonna give some to my nephews at the party on Saturday, and they were hyper enough. I was like, nope, not gonna do that. My poor dog was just going crazy. And I couldn't send them outside. That was the worst part, because they wanted to play with the dog and it kept raining on and off, and I just did not want the mud going in and out of the house. But they love my dog Miku. They just love her. They think she's the cutest little thing ever. And she is, don't get me wrong. Oh, what's up with this drill? Huh, that one's being weird. Oh, it's got an edge on it. We're gonna get rid of that one. There we go. That's better. And I somehow missed C because, well, because. had to yell at my boss today. I took PTO today, so obviously for doing stuff with my kid and stuff like that. And my boss keeps calling me today, and it just made me so mad. And she's calling me just as we're about to go through like security check. I'm like, I can't talk to you. I had to text her real quick. Can't talk to you right now. It's like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I've never been on a military base before. Luckily, it wasn't anything bad. She called me to tell me that my review was in and I had gotten a small raise, and I do say small. So that was good. I mean, that was good. That was a good part of today. I'll take whatever raise I can get. Wish it would have been just a little bit more, but at least I got one. But I seriously thought that something was wrong because the day before we'd had like an emergency meeting and about some stuff that had gone on, and I'm like, oh no, what now? I was like, no, I can't jump on any meetings. But luckily, it was just to go over my review, which was good. This is, I don't know, just doesn't seem as vibrant as it normally does. That's all right. We'll figure it out. I'll hopefully make a decent little dent in here today on this. And hoping to be fully back on track now that we've gotten most things taken care of and out of the way for a while. Um, I really want to try to have a steady stream now. But yeah, and I had every intention of streaming. I originally was going to stream on Sunday, and I had every intention of doing so, but my daughter asked me to just stay with her and watch a movie, and I was going to say no. you know. So, yeah, we did. We watched Tangled, believe it or not, and it kind of cracked me up. It took me back a little bit because we watched Tangled on the plane when we went to Disney, which would have been 10 years ago this year. Yeah, it still feels like yesterday, but yeah, 10 years ago this year we went to Disney, watched Tangled on the airplane, and now she's at boot camp. Just crazy to me. I don't know. Can't quite wrap my head around all of it. They grew up way, 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 way too fast. I mean, I know they do, but come on. Oh no, it just went by in a blink. If I think we got all of those. You cry tonight. I still love you, baby. Don't you cry tonight. All right, let's go with G. But yeah. So we watched Tangled, and going back to that, I forgot just how much I love that movie. It's just so cute. It's got to be one of my favorite Disney princess movies. I mean, sure, I love the classics. I love Cinderella. No, it's all right. I mean, I get that it was the very first Disney movie, so it doesn't have quite um didn't have quite the groove that the ones after it did. Sleeping Beauty was good. And then of course you get into, you're like The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, all that stuff. I mean, those are all great. But I really do like, I think Tangled is definitely one of my favorites. Let me see. Do that there. It's almost like sometimes when you're doing the diamond art, it's like you're trying to play in your head what would be the best direction to put what drill down so I don't have to go back and forth as many times. Does that make any sense? Like almost like I don't want to say quite like geometry, but sort of. When I first started, I would just go single, single, single. But as time went on, I learned how to use my multi placers, and now I don't know if I could do a canvas just single, single, single. I think it would make me nuts. I like having the multi placer and using it. I mean, it really does. I don't know. Make your life easier? Maybe is that the good way of putting it? I don't know. I mean, I'll do it sometimes if I'm too lazy and I don't want to flip or change pens or the wax is running out and I don't feel like wanting to replace the wax because I'm so close to the end. I will do the single, but honestly, I try to just get the most for the least amount of work. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I think that if you do diamond art, you might catch my drift. Um, I don't know. It's almost like a mini challenge within doing the actual art. I know it's strange to say, but yeah, that's kind of what it's like. All right, let's see here. Okay, okay. And where was okay? I was about to say I saw another section. All right, we got all the K's, LN, and then we'll go back in and do our color blocking. So we're finally on the current season of Dark Side of the Ring. And I think we watched like the first first episode. Yeah. Pretty sure we watched the first episode. That show is just so, I mean, it's so addictive. I mean, you really just kind of get sucked into this whole story, especially, if you ever watched wrestling growing up or anything like that. I mean, like I did not think I would like it as much as I do, but yeah. And I had no idea what happened to some of these people, but it's actually really sad. A lot of the things that these wrestlers did back in the day, and how things that were expected of them, and just the trouble they fell into. It's no wonder they had such rough lives. It's nice to learn some of the backstories of um, some of the wrestlers' lives before they got famous, and like who they were and all that stuff. Okay, that's a 4. There's a 3. I'm very behind on my coloring book challenge. I may not make my challenge this time around. Again, color a picture every day for a year. Well, I'm a couple weeks behind. I could probably get caught up. I just haven't had time. I'd like to get more of it done, but like I said, I just haven't had as much time as I would like to have done for things. But maybe I will. I usually watch it, or I usually color, well, do my coloring while I'm watching things like I like to watch different cop shows and stuff, like I like On Patrol Live. Like, I will be flat out honest. I think that show's very entertaining. Um so, I'll watch that and color because it's like a 3-hour show. And it's on Friday and Saturday. So that's like 6 hours. But I didn't get to do that this weekend, like I said, with the parties. And I had a fundraiser that I went to as well on Saturday night with my friend for her school. And um, by that time, I was done. And then the next day, we did some shopping, and then we went, like I said, we went to the arcade. And I hadn't been there yet, but my husband had been there a couple times. And I'm not like a huge pinball player, but I don't like hate pinball. But they had, oh my gosh, just rows and rows and rows of pinball machines. It was actually really fun. And I am very proud to say that I actually beat him in a pinball game. I said, wow, needed a picture to commemorate that, because I never beat my husband in any video games, whether no games, period. It doesn't matter what it is. I never beat him. So I was cracking up over the fact that I actually beat him in a game. it it was fun. It was a really good time. Really hoping to go back there at some point in the future. Um, it's kind of nice because it's a flat fee to get in, and then you just all of the games are free play. You just play. So that's like, it's really nice. You don't have to worry about tokens or cards or any of that. I just have a lot of trouble with pinball games. I have a lot of trouble with like motion sometimes, but I don't always look at everything the ball is doing, and that helps. I kind of only focus on a certain part of the screen, of the table, and that keeps me from getting a little motion sick, I guess you could say, or I don't know what you would call it. I get something kind of makes my head feel like it goes woo. It's all about just trying to find a good place to focus my eyes, and once I do that, then I'm usually good. I think I played, what was my favorite game? I played the Addams Family game pinball a lot. That was probably one of my favorite ones. And then I played the ones that I spent the most time are, yeah, the Addams Family, and I would say, believe it or not, Twister. But that little whirly thing on there just kind of annoyed me. I mean, that was the point because it's supposed to be the Twister, but Ghostbusters was pretty good too. I liked the Ghostbusters one too. But then they have regular arcade video games and like the old shoot games like you'd see at carnivals where you have to shoot the target pops up or they're on the little circle and you have to shoot them off each side. They had like those kinds of games too. I mean, I can't even remember how many games he said are there, but it was a lot of fun. Um, so I said we're gonna have to go back, and I think Unbreakable had mentioned that we wanted to maybe do a live stream from inside there one of these days with owner's permission and all, but there's like no service in there. So I don't know how we would do that. I mean, I'm sure Unbreakable could come up with something if he really wanted to because he's very good at that kind of thing. But regular cell service, no. Maybe we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. Possibly can. Let's see here. Change the way that I feel. See if we can do it. 10. Oh, you pain in the butt. Put it on and I put it out. Show you just how much I care. I'm crying icicles instead of tears. It's all right. I feel like I want you, I need you. I haven't done diamond art in a little bit here, so I feel like I'm out of practice for some reason. I usually have a second kit going upstairs, but I didn't want to get one out with everybody coming over. I didn't want the kids to run into my table and, knock over my drills or anything like that. Not that they would. I was just trying to be overly cautious. So I'm just like, I'm just not gonna bother with that. In a mountain of rocks, who it is, lying at the bottom of a cracker jack box. Can't tell you that I'm something I'm not. No matter how I try, I'll never be able. Something that I just haven't got. I do like color blocking in that you feel accomplished when you're doing color blocking, whereas confetti, you kind of just feel like you're not making any progress until you get to like the last color. But like the color blocking, you're just like, hey, look, I've got this. Look at how fast I'm going on this. Although it can be a pain sometimes. I think we're gonna move this just a little bit. And she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me, I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad. All right, let's try this 10. Try it. And try that way. I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the hang of it. It's trying to get the right pressure, I think, on the tool to push all those drills down so they all like stick. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't. It's not as simple as plopping down. You got to get that right angle. And this is just a lot bigger than I'm used to dealing with, so. Running through my head, running through my head. This is not enough. Oh my goodness, here. I totally lost. Only because it's opened my eyes. I never believe such a perfect surprise. It's like the edges, like just the ends sometimes disappear um on the pen. I must push like really hard more towards the ends than I do towards the center. I don't know. I may just have to I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and replace this altogether cuz I don't think there's any salvaging that one. As much as and that's the other thing about using the big um, 10 placer, that if you use wax like I do, you have to get like a whole new piece or else it's not going to fit. You can't fit when you're like only got that little bit left that you haven't used. So you have to get a whole new piece out just for the 10. I know I should switch to something else. I've tried things. I don't like them. I mean, I don't know what it is. I just find myself going back to wax every single time. So I don't know why. I guess that's why I just don't bother. Yeah, I do all that for one. See, exactly. This one might need change too, but let's give it a go first before we do that. Those are 5s. Let's go down this way. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones to make my systems glow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Yes, sorry, I do sporadically break out in song, especially to something I like. And when I don't know what to say, which is a lot anymore. It's a revolution, I suppose. Five, five, five. We rewatched. That's what I was going to say. We rewatched. I didn't get to see all of it because I was at the fundraiser, but I came home and my husband and daughter were watching it. We rewatched. They were Everything Everywhere All at Once. Man, that is such a good movie. I mean, it is very confusing. Like, my friend was just watching parts of it and she's like, I am so lost. I said, you have got to see the whole movie to understand even the slightest bit of what is going on. She's like, no, I don't even want to try. I'm like, you would love it if you did. But you've got everything out of context. You have no idea what's going on or why things are the way they are. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I thought it was great. So I can't get her to watch it, the full thing now. She's like, nope. Like, fine. You're missing out on a good movie. Okay. Let's see. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. I don't know where that one must have dropped out of somewhere. I think we'll fill these in and then I will go back and we'll move down to the next section. It's coming in. I have no idea how to do that, just a game nerd. Yeah, he's not here. Let's see. Hello to you too. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, I have no idea how he does all that. Yeah, I saw that and I was worried about that kind of thing. And um he is going to be, shoot, where did my drill just go? He had to work late tonight, so he helped me try to figure some of this out myself, but I didn't think about that part until after he left, of course, because I'm brilliant like that. Honestly, I'm surprised my head is where it's at with everything that's been going on. So, can we see this? Yeah, everybody can see this. But I will have Unbreakable make you a mod in case he's not around. Because he's going to be doing a lot mod without the, and then, okay, hang on, let me see here. Let's see. Okay, where's the on off button? That would help. Nope. Back. Okay. Is that what I would do? Oh, okay, sorry. I guess I can't figure it out because I'm horrible. Ugh. I guess I will have to wait till he gets home to figure that out, but hopefully nobody else comes back in. Um, Hello, Nin. How are you? Does I hate it? So, yeah, I'm on my own tonight, Nin. So, um, Unbreakable did not tell me how to do or combat bots. So apparently I had one and didn't have a mod on. So I don't know, and I don't know how to do any of this other stuff. So I think that's what I had done, but it just didn't like it. Let's see. Mm, there you go. Thank you. Between the two of you, when Unbreakable is not here, I appreciate your help because I have no idea about that kind of stuff. I am just trying to um I'm just trying to keep my head together today. Let's put it this way. Oh, and I'm losing drills left and right. It was just today was just so hard. And I'm glad I kind of am glad that it's mostly over, but yet it's not. I don't know. I don't know, but my daughter left today, so she's on her way to Texas, and other than a quick phone call here and there, I won't hear from her for the next 7.5 weeks, and that sucks. And then I don't know what happens after that. So, I've kind of been the blubbery mama today, but I figure I get on here, do what I love, try to talk to people, and I would, yeah. I mean, she's never been gone for me this long ever. So, yeah, yeah, it's a lot, but you know, I'm proud of her too. But geez. So, yeah. So I figure I'm just gonna get on here and work on my diamond art. Try to keep myself from busting out in tears for the 500th time today. Um, Not to mention, I didn't get a chance to stream on Sunday like I wanted to. Um, we went to that huge um, arcade on Sunday, and that was a blast. And I am proud to say that, hi, hey, Army Mike. I am proud to say that I actually beat Unbreakable Pixel at a video game. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. That should go down in the history books because I never beat that man at anything. And I whooped his butt on pinball. It was so funny. I think I might have hurt his pride a little bit. But that was that was a lot of fun. I had never been there yet. That was my first time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I never beat him at anything. I mean, no. Nope. But I sure did whip his butt. Like triple, my score was like triple his. it was just, it was just funny. I never thought that I'd see a day. um, so yeah, that was a lot of fun, and we threw the surprise going away party for my daughter and had she knew we were doing something. She had no idea how many people were going to be there, and she was very, very, very surprised. And one of the gifts that she got was an heirloom from one of her uncles. I think his grandfather. It was some kind of compass, but it was from World War II. So it was like an original one. It had like this little magnifying glass and stuff on it. I told her, I said, you don't take that to boot camp, but that was really cool. But yeah. uh, oh my gosh, you I will have to watch that. Yeah, he's hard to beat, isn't he? Like, dang. He's just so good at all these games and stuff. I don't even try half the time. But thank you so much, both of you. Your grandfather had to hide this in his bumper tears. Well, actually, it wasn't mine. It was one of her uncles that was by marriage. So, it could have been my sister's husband. But you never know. But, yeah, so. So yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. I mean, I had to go to a fundraiser too for my friend's school, and that was really boring. Don't tell her I said that, but it was really boring. It was like 4 hours long, and it was like this reverse raffle. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Pulp Fiction. The Watch Story. Yeah, it could have very well be The Watch Story. We're just gonna go right here. But on our travels to the candy store a couple weeks ago, I got a pack of these. Have you ever seen these? They're little fizzy candies. I love fizzy candy. They come in a 6-pack. You get 2 grape, 2 lemon lime, 1 orange, and 1 cola. And they're just yummy. I can just like eat them like there's no tomorrow. They want to have some candy down here, but not anything major. So they just look like a little thing like this, but then it tastes like grape soda, and it's very, very, very fizzy. I love it. Anybody who actually whoever comes up here, you know, you guys really got to check out that arcade. It actually is really, really cool. I could not believe the rows and rows of pinball machines there were, not to mention the rows and rows of video games. And this was just some guy's personal collection that he decided to share with people. I thought that was pretty interesting. Come on. Oh no, that I won't stop until I make you mine. Until I make you mine. Yes, I like the grape. I like the lemon lime too. They're just little tiny fizzy candies. I don't know. I got a thing for fizzy candies. I like sour candy and I like fizzy candy. I was one of those weird kids who used to get the cola candies because they were fizzy. Until I make you mine. Mm-hmm. You know that I want to be with you all the time. Yeah, Army Mike, I've never been around so many people in uniform as I was today. I was like, I feel a little intimidated, and you know, the security and everything like that. I mean, I get it has to be tight, but I was just like watching them. I don't know. I think it was worse than TSA. You can't stand anything grape flavored. I don't mind some things. It depends on the type of grape, though. But yeah, but I had to like look at their tags to see what branch they were from because they had everybody there. But I don't know. It was just interesting when they called her name. You know. Oy. I'll get past it. Well, I'll stop talking about it at some point soon. It's just a little too real for me yet. There are some things that are grape flavored that are okay, and there are some things, yeah, exactly, that taste like that. The soon as I could learn how to swallow pills, I told my mother to, nope, I ain't taking no cough liquid stuff. Mm-mm. Like, why did they think that kids were gonna ever drink that kind of stuff? And like, oh, grape flavored. Oh, great new flavor. No, it still tastes disgusting. Positively disgusting. Stop lying to kids. Ooh, there's a lot of fives in that one. I think we'll come back to the five. My mom always bought either grape or that cherry, and ugh. That's why I don't like cough drops because the cough drops kind of just that nasty um nasty cherry cough syrup flavor. I like all original flavored liquid medicines. What do you mean original flavored? The only medicine I can remember that was liquid taking as a child that I liked was was um penicillin because they made it taste like bubblegum. Other than that, nope. Non-cherry, non-grape, non-orange. I don't know if I ever had any of them that were not non-flavored. Had the flavored ones. Okay. The ones that just taste like sugary syrup whiskey. Can't we just have the whiskey? You know? So my grandparents were old school. They did the whole um whiskey on the gums and stuff like that for babies that were teething. I don't know if that actually helped, but ooh. I I love Smith Brothers cough drops. I don't know if I've ever had those. I think I'm like every other kid. I liked the Luden ones because they didn't taste like cough drops. They just tasted like cherry candy. And you would like want to take those even when you didn't have a cough. I wouldn't really even call them cough drops. I think they were more just to help um more to help with like a dry mouth than anything. Where do we go? Oh, where do we go now? Where do we go? I used to love the commercial for the Ricola ones, though. Oh, I always thought that was a really funny commercial. Although I don't remember those tasting very good either. I know they had honey in them, and it wasn't the honey that was the problem. It was like whatever they mixed the honey with. Sometimes I think just a spoonful of honey works better than anything. Although my brother would contradict me and say, "No, no, whiskey is better." He's like, "Don't worry about that sore throat. You just burn all that infection off the back of your throat by drinking whiskey." I was like, um, there could be some logic to that, but not a lot. They make black licorice coffee. Ugh, I hate licorice. Ugh, no, I cannot do licorice. I can do like Twizzlers, but that's not licorice. They have honey whiskey. Really? Hmm. I might have to keep that in mind. I guess that's all you need for a sore throat. Exactly, right? Be like, it's my medicine. It's medicine. It's an alcohol, sir. You like black licorice? Uh, I just can't get into black licorice. It's why I don't like absinthe because of it. I think absinthe is tastes too much like licorice. And there was another thing that tasted like licorice that everybody liked, and I couldn't do it either, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah. Oh, there was a certain kind of gum that I mean, old gum, they don't make it anymore, that my dad used to love. And it had like a black licorice flavor to it. I think it was in like a pink wrapper. I honestly can't remember now because they haven't made it in like ages. Absinthe isn't supposed to taste like licorice. I know it's not supposed to, but to me it does. Blue wrapper with black writing. Yeah, maybe that was it. There was a pink one though. I remember he used to get too. Oh, what the heck? I can't remember. It had like a tea. Oh, I don't know. I really miss the ginseng gum. Oh yeah. I hate to say it, I am one of those weird people who fully and totally enjoyed the Gatorade gum. I loved the Gatorade gum. I was sad when that went away. Pink might have been the wintergreen. They had Beecham, which was like sarsaparilla, maybe. Clove. I have to, All right, it's making me nuts. I gotta figure it out here. Um, You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Blue. It was blackjack. Yeah. And Tea-Berry. He loved Tea-Berry. That was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Tea-Berry. He'd always have Tea-Berry on him. That one actually wasn't terrible. I liked the Tea-Berry one. Um, but no, the other kind, nope. Mm-mm. Because I remember how excited he got when he found it again. Like they had stopped making it for a while, and then they started making it again. For like this was a very very brief stint, and he was so happy about that. I never heard of Tea-Berry. I loved all of them. I liked the Tea-Berry. The other ones, no. Back then, I mean, come on, I was an '80s kid. We wanted like Hubba Bubba and Bubblicious, and we didn't want that old school stuff. Oh gosh, I can't quite remember what it tasted like now, but I remember really liking it because it's been so long. Um, I really honestly don't know how to describe it. That the way that I can remember it. The first ever flavored chewing gum, blackjack gum, has an unmistakable licorice flavor, rounded out by anise and ginger. Yeah, that's why I don't like blackjack gum. I'm not huge on anise either. So pizzelles, pizzelles are for me depending on how much anise is put in them. Like, I like pizzelles, but if they are super strong with the anise flavor, forget it. I am not gonna eat it. This is Taylor Swift. I've never heard of anybody putting that on pizza, sorry. I want it. Come on, don't leave me like this. I thought so, but I haven't heard this on the radio. It's not one of the ones that went on the radio. This is one of the ones that went was just on our album. I don't believe this one ever made it to the radio. Honestly, I don't even know how I found this. I think I heard this in a movie or something. And I liked it because it was kind of creepier, I guess. Before she got all really, really, really weird. So, like you're eating cheese and pepperoni and all of a sudden you taste the black jelly bean, right? The spice that goes on a lot of Italian foods. Used in Italian sausage quite a bit for some reason. I'm just going to go by her CDs. Hey, you know what? Don't be ashamed. She's got some good music. She's got some crappy music. She's got some good music. I can't diss her because I do like a lot of her music. I don't care for her celebrity personality, but music is, besides that, music is good. Nothing wrong with being a Swiftie. Right. I mean, she does have a lot of really good songs. There's one song that she did that you can't find, and I loved it. It actually was a song that she did for um, the Hannah Montana movie before she made it like really big. Um, that song is unreleased and you can only hear it in the movie. And it was a really nice song. But that goes to tell you how far back that was. Hannah Montana, that was before Miley Cyrus became whatever she became for a while. Well, I guess you're talking like, so this would have been kindergarten for my oldest. So, yeah, a good ways. I'm just waiting for her new breakup song. Right? I heard that her new albums are not so good because she has not had a breakup in a while. And that is sad. But yeah, there's a really good song on there. I can't. I wish you could find it on other things, but unfortunately, you can't. I've I've looked. I mean, you could probably find it on YouTube, but like if just to download that song, no. Walking with a troublesome guy, but the judge is afraid of something. I was saying earlier, my daughters made me sit down and watch the new Mean Girls movie. The the musical. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's like I don't understand why they had to remake it. I don't understand why it had to be a musical. I want to hear all the. Those are my favorites. Hmm. I prefer not to listen from what comes from kid actors. Yeah, well, I think they did a like 90s, 80s and 90s kids did a lot of crossover between the two. They only made like one hit wonders, a lot of them though. If that. I mean, some of them I didn't even know had albums. Had albums. I don't think all kid actors were bad. It's just majority of them did not turn out so good. If I love you, baby. I think it's funny though, the number of actors and stuff like that who have kids and like complained about how horrible, you know, being a child star is, and then they let their kids do it. It's like, didn't you just say that was a bad thing? Why are you letting your kid do it? Yeah, yeah, she's not super young. Well, I am done reading, writing lines for kid shows, so I guess I will sing lyrics now. There you go. There you go. Sing the lyrics. Come on. Light up the horizons, brighter yesterday. Shadows floating over, stars begin to fade. That it was forever, then it slipped away. Let's see here. She also plays instruments. That's a win. I will give her that. Yeah, she does play guitar. You can't see the crime. Stars begin to fade. All right, let's jump to this one. I cannot play an instrument. I have no talent for that. I say my kids must get it from their dad. Even though I don't know that he ever played an instrument. But he's got a great ear for music, so maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know. But I think it was influences though that my kids both chose to do um, play violin, and I think that had a lot to do with the influence of Lindsey Sterling. 'Cause she was, she was making this headway with making playing the violin cool. And my kids loved her. So I think that's why they both chose violin. But they got to learn some, but not nearly the kind of stuff they wanted to learn until high school. And then when they got to stuff in high school, it still wasn't necessarily the stuff that they themselves wanted to learn. Oh, you played the sax. Nice. As a hobby, or were you in like a group, or I think I learned to play Silent Night on the electric organ when I was like 4. I can't play anything now. I can't either. I can't play a thing. I never got to learn that kind of stuff or read music. My school didn't do that kind of stuff. My kids were fortunate enough that their kids did, or their school did. So, because I really feel like if you can read music, it's like reading another language. I mean, that really should be considered knowing another language. Because if I pick up a page of music, I'm going to look at it and be like, I don't know what this is. And they could pick it up and be able to read the tune in their head. I learned to play Silent Night on the electric organ when I was like 4. Can't play anything now. I was in pep band, concert band, marching band, and the jazz band for my high school. Awesome. Yeah, you sound like my girls. Only they weren't in. Not enough words. Yeah. Right? Yeah, my girls were both in classical orchestra, chamber orchestra, pit orchestra, symphony orchestra, and then this thing called Project Mayhem, which was like a TSO. So it was more of like a rock orchestra, I guess you could say. So they both did that. And they both did do at least 1 year of playing for the Youngstown Youth um, Symphony, which was, I try out for the U.S. Army band. You're going to, or you have tried out? Because I know that they have the big bands. Oh, you have. Did you ever get in or no? No, I was not good enough. Oh, I'm sorry. My girls are like, they didn't want to do band because they didn't want to be outside. And they're like, I don't want to be outside and all the football games and stuff like that. That's why they chose symphony where they can stay inside and stay dry. It's like, yeah, right. So heavy that I'm paranoid, but I'm pretty sure what is out to get me. It's not like I make the choice. Come here, you little thing. Come here. Oh, and it just disappeared. Beautiful. I'm going to be finding drills for this one for a while because they keep flying everywhere. I'm holding on. Do you think you'll ever try it again out again for it, or was once good enough? Or do you do any like side bands or anything like that? Because I know some people that they just have their little side band and play around, different clubs and stuff like that just for the fun of it. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Yeah, my school didn't really have a whole lot of. It was more sports related. Growing up, they didn't care about music. So us people that were into music, if you weren't in band, it was nothing. Once is enough. I play for the community band. Oh, okay. Community band, that's still good. It gets you out and gets you, keeps you in practice and everything, gives you something to do. My oldest was going to, um, she had originally wanted to join the orchestra at her college, but unfortunately, her freshman year was, COVID time. She graduated in 2020, so she got screwed out of a lot of things thanks to COVID, and I think it kind of soured her on college and all of that. So she kind of, I think that's kind of why she went the route that she did. Yeah, my school didn't do anything. We had one teacher who tried to make things work, you know, doing like a choir, and that was about the extent of it. And it was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say any of us could actually sing. I'm looking for a new sax. Oh yeah? See, I don't know much about like those kinds of instruments, but like I know like for violins and stuff like that, it's the older the wood, the better the sound it produces, which I posted a picture of me in my high school jazz band. Did you post it in Discord or where did you post it? Discord. Okay. I thoroughly hate the picture of from the arcade um, that we took this past weekend. That's on Unbreakables. I look horrible in that thing. I just was exhausted and I did not want to wear makeup because it was hot. And so my skin looks like crud. Oh, 50 years old. Wow. So for Saxes, do you have to replace reeds? Like, do they use reeds at all, or is it just like a certain kind of um, mouth fitting? They use reeds. Yeah, it's like do they need replaced a lot too? Because I you wouldn't think that violin stuff would need to be replaced as much as it does, but it does. I mean, the strings need replaced, and then you have to have the bows rehaired, and the bows use horsehair, so it's not like you can just go do it yourself. You have to find somebody who knows how to do that kind of stuff. Mhm. I can get a month out of my read. My wife played. Oh, okay. So yeah, she gets it. God, somewhere down inside of me, something I cannot forget. Yeah, I mean, luckily strings like for violin stuff like they have to be replaced, but they don't have to be replaced probably nearly as often as a reed does. Mm-hmm. 'Cause when I'm alone, I am lost in these memories. I'm my own illusion, lost on my dignity. That one is very funny looking. I don't like it. We're gonna throw that over there. Throw that one over there. I should have brought some of my Zots downstairs too, but then I wouldn't be able to talk very well with them in. But, I love Zots. That's what the first thing I grab whenever we go um, to the candy store is. Love those things. I don't know why they're so hard to find. They're so good. Like, why are they so hard to find? They're just candy with fizzy stuff in the middle. Inside, but I will never be alright. I try to keep this pain inside, but I will never be. Oh, the sax I'm looking at is $3,000. Ooh, that's a pretty penny, but I get it. A good instrument costs. I think our girls' violins were just basic model, and they still cost about $600 a piece. And we said if they wanted to, keep going, that we would look into buying a, an even better grade up, but that didn't happen. Okay. I'm gonna go back over here now. Give me a second. I get to play trying to fix the camera on my own, so hang on. Okay. How's that? Ah, not too bad. Good enough. I rarely eat candy, but I did have Eternally Dead Inside pick me up a bag of Albanese gummy bears and another. I've been there. Been there. I actually picked up a bag of chewy sweet tarts. Yeah, I'm sad to say that that bag is no longer with us. Because I don't like sweet tarts on their own. They're hard. They kind of tear up your mouth as you try to eat them. But the chewy ones are just so good, and I don't know why, but they are. They used to have a sweet tart taffy, and that was just so good. But I can't find it anywhere now. I know Unbreakable is so much better at doing all this stuff than I am, so I apologize for if it doesn't look as good as it normally does. He is very in demand today. Nope, there's still a piece there. I eat ice cubes. Candy don't stand a chance. You eat ice cubes? You know how bad that is for your teeth? Actually, there's a worse thing about eating ice cubes, though. If you eat ice cubes, it's usually a sign that you have an iron deficiency. So, everybody I've ever met who munched on ice cubes all have low iron. Well, that's good. Maybe have your iron checked. Because, well, that's good. My daughter has it. A bunch of people that I know have had it. We all notice when they start munching on ice that they end up having low iron. Well, that's awesome. Good for you. I was worried about my blood work because my doctor scared me the other day and said that um, he was going to test me for diabetes. I said, "Excuse me, what?" And he came back and was like, "Nope, you're all good." It's like, thank God, but just scare me to death because that runs in my family. I don't want it. That is true. Ice has 0 calories. The link is the sacks I'm looking at. Okay. I mean, that is true. There's no calories in ice cubes. I mean, everybody munches ice cubes a little bit, but like my daughter would get glasses of nothing but crushed ice and just chomp, 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 chomp on it. And I'm like, nah. And I had a coworker one time who, she had that gastric bypass surgery. And after she had that, she couldn't absorb iron anymore. So she had to have transfusions of iron. And we can always tell when her iron was low. She'd start munching on the ice cubes like there was no tomorrow. Whole cubes or bust? Oh, you mean like, do you just like take them like right out of the freezer and like crunch right into them like an apple or anything like that? Like them, like they have those girls that eat the ice on TV and stuff like that that some people find interesting. I don't think my teeth would take that. I mean, I don't have real bad teeth, but I don't think they would like that. I have a little bit of teeth problems, but that's because I had two kids. No, if I get a drink with ice in it, I'll eat the ice. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'll do that too, but not like do nothing but get a glass of just ice and just eat the ice and nothing else. That's what they were doing. In that case, I would say, yeah, crunching on ice is good. Or especially like um or was it the snow cones? That you used to be able to make. Hang on one second. Okay, sorry. Great, now I'm getting thirsty for some water with ice. Well, if you really want it, you should get the Sax. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that's going to go to waste. It's not something that's going to depreciate in value if you take care of it. Unbreakable is picking up dinner for us because he's being a sweetheart today. He's a . Every day, but Yeah, I mean, I think musical instruments are an investment. I really think that they're worth getting, especially if you love to play. really hoping to take one of my vacation days off just to do nothing, but it always seems that I take my vacation days off because I have something that is going on. It kind of stinks. I love rock music that has like an orchestra background to it. It's so good. I have a history of taking vacation time to work on projects. See, me too. It's always okay. I'm going to take my vacation time here so I can do this and this and this. Well, before our daughter had decided to, enlist, originally it was going to be taking my vacation time to tear apart my office and redo all the wallpaper, take down the wallpaper and repaint it and all that stuff. And clearly, I can't do that while working. So, there you go. You got to take vacation time just so I can do the project. Which I don't mind sometimes because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. But I kind of want a vacation where I can just sit around and say, hey, what'd you do on your vacation? Not a blessed thing. Because we don't travel too much either, at least not at this stage. I have a feeling that's going to be changing a lot now. But yeah, I mean, as the kids get older, um, yeah, I can move the office furniture in there, but there's not enough outlets for um for all my computer stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out because that wallpaper's got to come down. It is so old. It's like got that cloth on like a cardboard backing old. Yeah, I know we'll be traveling a lot in the future. One UPS will. Yeah, well, that's true. And we're still in the process of changing all the outlets in this house because most of them are still just 2-prong. So we got to get them all switched over to 3-prong. We kind of did the areas that we um use the most first, but yeah, those got to all get changed too. I just want to get this wallpaper down because I mean, it was pretty probably once upon a time, but it's seen better days now. That, and I mean, it was there when we moved in, and we've been living here for a long time now. Really probably time to start painting some things and doing some things. But like I said, the traveling is going to end up probably being something that we didn't plan on doing a lot of yet, and yeah, that wasn't chosen for us. That was chosen for us. Then you can still work and fix the office without taking vacation. Yeah. No, he's not running new wire. He's just changing the outlet themselves from what. I don't know that he knows how to do that much stuff. He's not super handyman handy. Um my dad used to do a lot of that stuff for us, but he's to the point where he can't do stuff anymore. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure I mean, I know he is, but I have no idea where he is. Most of the time when he gets his little projects, I go in the other room. Or he has me running around. Where's this? Where's that? Where's that? Oh, okay. I gotta find this. I gotta find that for him. So I don't exactly know how he does the outlets, but I know that we there's a bunch of them that still need changed. Most of them are changed in the house. There's just a few rooms that um aren't changed. What I would love more than anything as far as fixing this house goes is they, I would love to have somebody come in and replace all the plumbing. Maybe the wire was modern enough. There is a good crown plate. There probably is. It's just he was very old school, the guy that lived here before us. That's why I have friends that can do that stuff. I can't. I just have to pay them in beer. Well, I unfortunately don't have a lot of people that can do stuff like that. Um, I would love to have all the plumbing redone because we have such horrific water here that stuff just gets ruined so quickly. Um, it has got a lot of calcium in it. And so we get calcium deposits everywhere. So um, your lines get corroded fast and um, your filters and stuff like that go bad fast, or even your hot water tanks go bad fast. It stinks, and supposedly the city passed some bill that they're going to put something in to try to redo the water to take out the extra calcium. Yeah, that was years ago, and that nothing ever came of that one. I don't. Yeah, he was talking about getting a water softener because the water is just so hard. It dries out your skin so badly. You can't. I mean, you got to use a ton of soap to do anything, and it's just bad. That's I've got to use like a million things in my laundry just to make the water soft enough for the soap to work. But yeah, I mean, the calcium is ridiculous. We're like, who needs milk? We can just drink water here. There's probably more calcium in my water than there is in milk, which is sad, but it unfortunately true. Just need an old school. I do have a washing board. Believe it or not, I do. It was my grandmother's, and she gave it to me. And she said, "This was my first washing machine." She said, "It's yours now." Hang on one second. There you go. Good old fashioned scanty handy solid zinc washing board. So let's see. Columbus Washboard Company, Columbus, Ohio. So this was for your delicates, silks, hosiery, lingerie, and handkerchiefs. So, yeah, that was my my grandmother's washing board that she gave me. So I do have one. It's just very tiny. Just very, very tiny. She asked if I wanted the irons, and I picked one up, and I said, uh-uh. I said, well, I don't know where I would put those things at. They were so heavy, and they were the kind that you sat on top of the stove, the coal stoves, to get hot, and then you ironed with them. It's just crazy how things have changed technology wise. Like, how we went from like a washing board like that to washing machines, and I don't know. It's just kind of neat. The end. Oh, take me back to the night we met. Yeah, they were good irons. They were just really heavy. I think my I think my aunt took those. But I was like, I'll take the washing board. I have one that we use for a door stop. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, those things were solid iron. They're going to work for that, no problem. My other grandmother, my mom's parents, they had like a butter churner and everything like that. Like, you want this? No, 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 no. What the heck am I going to do with a butter churner? Now, when she asked me that, I was like, 12, living at home. What was I going to do with a butter churner? interesting as it was, I said, no, thank you. Oh, yeah, it is really good. I remember doing it at camp. We had to churn butter and we had to make cornmeal bread like over a fire. Yeah, basically. And then you get buttermilk afterwards. You've opened the door. Don't let it close. And I miss fresh milk right out of the bulk tank. I don't know if I had any quite that fresh. There's definitely some perks of having like gardens and like little farms and stuff like that, and things just aren't the same. Yeah, pre-homogenized. Yeah, everything has so much nasty stuff in it anymore. It's scary. You had to shake the milk because the cream separated, right? Curzon way. I tell you, the cow didn't bother me. The chickens, I mean, they pottied everywhere, which was gross, but it didn't bother me. But man, I hated the pigs. I don't like pigs. I didn't like the pigs. They were gross. They were mean, at least to me. And the one time I remember I had to go down and feed them, and they kicked mud at me. That was it. I was done. Kicked mud right in my face. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I know. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I might have to stop. at my cousin's dairy farm when I go back to Minnesota. There you go. Get some fresh stuff. Fill out what you're yelling for. Way back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you will see. Oh my goodness gracious. Look like a fool to me. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I was talking to Unbreakable, and I said we might have to go berry picking this year up at his uncle's farm. Just because we haven't done it. I mean, they have strawberry picking around here and, you know, apple picking and stuff like that, but he's got a whole bunch of different kinds of berries up there. I think it'd be kind of fun to go berry picking. I haven't done that in a long time. Because of the bees. Good night, Nim. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good night. Get to me frustrated. I'm so grateful that you guys were on tonight to chat with me. I really was having a rough, it was really rough today, and you know, moving on to this new stage in life is I don't know, not something I was completely ready for, I don't think. And I don't know if you ever are ready, but it was good to hang out with people and talk to you guys about it, so I'm not in my room crying again. Um, but yes. Just crazy. I don't know. It's just not something I ever thought I would that I would have ever thought that one of my kids would do. So it's I don't know. It's just interesting. But he's happy, and that's all that matters. I just ugh, I don't know. I'm feeling old. I'm not that old. I don't think. Maybe I'm older than I think. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it. I think we're all in this last tray here. Someday love will find you. Take those chains that bind you. Ugh, I just remembered I gotta take my recycling out tonight. Ugh, I always forget about it till the last minute. And they come like so early in the morning. So if you don't have it out the night before, forget it. Be stuck with it for 2 weeks. I gotta remember to do that. It was interesting though. I was watching my neighbor today. We came home and he was cutting his grass finally. He was cutting it with one of those old fashioned um, lawnmowers, the kind that doesn't have a motor. And, it's just got the blades that twist as you push it and it cuts down. I've I haven't seen one of those in ages. Yeah, he was cutting his grass with it. It's like I would think that that would be a lot harder to work than one of these motorized ones. I mean, it did an okay job. I'm not going to say that it didn't, but I just haven't seen anybody use one of those in forever. So, I don't know. He was using one of those lawnmowers that you push, but it was like the cylinder thing, like the blades are like in a cylinder motion, and the old ones that you push, they don't have a motor. They just cut because you push it. Like you kind of see in the old 50s and movies when they're cutting grass. My neighbor was using one to cut his lawn today, and it was interesting because I have not seen anybody use one of those in forever. Because I know he has a regular lawnmower, so I thought it was interesting that he was using that instead of his regular lawnmower. I mean, yeah, there could have been something wrong with his lawnmower, maybe, but I just haven't seen anybody use those. I thought it was kind of neat actually because it didn't make like any major sounds. Hmm. Trying to decide if we do another. Well, she is officially. Yes, I still stalk my daughter. She is officially in Texas. I don't know how soon they'll take her phone, so I hope that she at least gives me a hey, mom, I'm here, I'm okay. Hi, Greg, how are you? I have one. Those are a lot better on the yard. I could see that, but I don't feel like you could get as good of a cut on some of the larger stuff. Like, I don't know. like we have a lot of like the what dandelions right now, and like all the stalks are sticking up, and that didn't really didn't really cut the stalks down very well. So maybe his just needs sharpened. Maybe the blades are too dull. I don't know. He's a very interesting person, the guy that lives next door to me. He's very nice, but he's um, he's um, he's from England, and he came here, but he's also originally from uh, um, Africa too. So he's got a whole mixture of things in him. So he's an interesting person. He's definitely a very interesting to talk to. He's got a lot of um, unusual stories to tell you, but he's also very intelligent. I hear Unbreakable. I have golf courses use the old motor. Oh yeah, no, they don't use the old ones around here. I used to work at a golf course, so they used the good old fashioned riding mowers. We probably won't finish this square, but I'm just going to do a little bit here and a little bit there for right now, and we'll just save it for. If we don't get very far, we'll save it. Um, for the next time around. I'm hoping I would really like to try to finish this on the whole thing on the next stream, so I can move into a new canvas. I really hope she just at least gets a chance to call me and tell me she got there safe. I mean, during basic training, the Air Force may confiscate and keep your cell phone, but will only return it to you for emergencies or to call home. You can only use your phone when supervised and told it's okay to do so. You'll have access to your phone during the 4th week and at the end of the 7th week of training to make travel arrangements with family and guests. That's what I was figuring. She said basically the only thing that she was going to really be able to do was call us and tell us that to give us her address mostly, so that we would know where we could send stuff to. And we did send her with stamps and plain paper and plain white envelopes. Um, so hopefully, I mean, I hope she had everything, and I hope that um I hope she didn't have too much stuff that got confiscated. I mean, she tried to go by the lists, but there were conflicting lists. So I guess she'll find out. Yeah, I guess I just have to look at it this way. She can, it's only for 7.5 weeks. And then even though after that she'll have training and stuff like that, she'll still be a little bit, it'll be easier for her to call me or contact me or, after that. It's just getting through that period of no talking that is going to be rough. You figure you used to seeing somebody every day for their whole lives, and all of a sudden you don't, or don't even hear from them. That's hard. But if she's missing stuff, she can get them at the. Yeah, that's what we figured. There was conflicting stuff, so hopefully everything she is missing she can get from there. 7.5 weeks is 5 days in old people time. My basic training was 9 weeks. Oh wow. Yeah, hers is only 7.5, so I don't think I can handle much more than that. No, it's not up to me, but she ain't my property now. But does it look okay? Does it look okay? It looks kind of washed out.
I changed the screen settings.
Okay.
No, it looks fine on stream.
Okay. Yeah, I know it'll go by so fast. I mean, May is usually a fast month, and then she'll be done halfway through June. So I mean, yeah, it'll definitely go by fast. Oh, okay, yeah.
It looks good.
Say hello.
Hello. Yep, you heard me.
um, and my MOS was 14 weeks. I don't know how long her training or any of that's going to be yet. So we're just taking it as a little bit of information we get comes. He does. He has the power.
I know. I know. I saw that when you were granted your sword.
Yes, he was granted his sword because I didn't know what to do, and he jumped on and saved me from the evil bot.
So you don't remember what I showed you then? Did
not.
All you do is click on their name.
Could not remember.
Yeah.
For the life of me. How long is it for the power of some good?
Right there.
Okay, well, I couldn't remember how to do it.
That's fine.
Hey.
All right. Food turn.
I just gave her the command. It worked out just fine. That's all you did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in chat.
Because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So. Oh wow.
Thank you, Just a Game Nerd, for taking on the sword.
Thank you. I am a damsel in distress when it comes to technology.
Oh yeah, Just a Game Nerd. Oh, well, as far as granting the mod, that's not that easy. But as far as banning, I was showing her, you just have to click on the name in OBS's chat, and then you can ban or time out right from there.
I forgot.
That's okay.
So
I feel better now that you have a mod who can be there when I'm not there.
Yes, I have some mods to help me. So let's see, what time is it? I've been on for almost 3 hours now. Yep. Well, that is true. I just wanted to help get rid of that. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. But, well, I know we started this, but I'm just going to put the plastic back over it
No, you don't.
because I'm starving. And I am not going to lie. I am so hungry and Unbreakable brought food home. So we will definitely be back working on this. I would really, really like to try to finish this week. So when's the pinball rematch?
I know, since you kicked my butt on the queen table.
I did. I told you. The the only time I ever beat him in a game. Ever.
Hi again, Randict. Bye, Randict. I just saw him minutes ago.
Well, I kind of figured you did. Oh, he said hello. So, well, yeah, I think that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. It's been a rough couple of days. I'm tired. I'm hungry. What did Pixel bring us to eat?
Which you requested.
Yes, what I requested. He brought me Taco Bell. Yay! All right, guys. I will talk to you Thursday for sure. All right. Until then. Bye.